Hey, we're still here with Kathleen. We're going to do a little advanced casting demonstration. I've been using the AirVac system all season this year, mainly with Instaprint QF footbeds. That's the quick fit footbeds. And have picked up on a couple new tricks. So I'm going to show you those. This is for people who are a little bit more familiar with the casting tray system. Not maybe the rookie guy or gal in the shop that's doing it just for the first time. So let's go ahead and start with your feet in there, Kathleen. And I'm going to seat the heels. We're going to make sure we got 90, 90, 90. Knees are lined up between hip socket and midline of the foot. Maybe scoot your rear end forward just a half an inch so we got a little tighter ankle joint right there. So one of the things about the AirVac system is it gets a little tight along the lateral border of the foot and the heel. And we already talked about how to manipulate the material of the casting chamber. But one of the things I like to do is I clear it to begin with. So I just run my thumb all the way back to the heel. So that foot already starts to settle into those glass beads. Clear out that heel a little bit. Same thing, I'm just going to pre-clear the lateral border of the foot. Boom, boom, boom. All right, we're ready to use the oscillator. Nothing has changed there. I'm going to seat the rear foot. I'm going to seat the forefoot. And I'm going to use a pretty aggressive wiggle technique on the instep and the lower leg. So pay attention to that. And you'll also notice I'm still using a cupped hand over the first and the fifth as I'm driving that forefoot down into the casting medium. So here we go. Gets a little bit noisy here. So at this point, normally, we're just going to clear a little bit more out of the lateral side. I'm going to do that. Clear a little bit more out of the heel. Give the foot a little wiggle just to loosen up any wrinkles I might have gotten there. Clear that lateral side. Open up the heel just a touch. Give that foot a little wiggle. We're looking pretty good. Now, one of the coolest things about the AirVac system is the metatarsal arch contour you can generate right there in the transverse arch, just underneath this spot. The key to getting that is holding a little bit of pressure over the first and the fifth in a gentle fashion right when you hit the vacuum button. If I have to hold 2 feet, I can't hit that vacuum with a third hand. So what I've been doing is holding one foot. I'm just going to throw one side. I'm going to hold the forefoot. I'm going to pull vacuum up above 10. Now this foot's ready. I'm going to hold this forefoot down, and when I throw this vacuum switch, it'll pull vacuum from the left side to the right. So it's split my vacuum of 10. Now it's half and half at -5 each. And pull your feet out there, Kat. And what I've gotten is a very pronounced metatarsal arch contour on both. So you might play with that a little bit, especially for people who have real flexible feet, real prominent transverse arches in the forefoot, and complaints of forefoot discomfort, numbness, burning, Morton's neuroma issues, those sorts of things. So that should feel pretty good. Planted heel, planted forefoot, contact everywhere, not humpy, drivey in the forefoot. Do you notice any more metatarsal arch contour as opposed to the previous way we cast?
Noticeable, but yeah.
So, give it a shot.